In the vast expanse of the cosmos, where stars burn like ancient lanterns and galaxies swirled in hypnotic patterns, there existed a realm known only as the Death Worlds. These planets were infamous for their brutal environments, teeming with predators that could tear apart starships in storms capable of shredding metal to dust. Yet, amidst this chaos thrived humanity, a species hardened by survival against impossible odds. On one such world named Corvallis Prime, nestled within an asteroid belt shrouded in perpetual twilight, lay a colony built not out of steel or stone, but from pure resilience. The settlers here had adapted over centuries to withstand gravity 3 times stronger than Earth's norm, endure temperatures ranging from blistering heat to Arctic cold, and face down creatures straight out of nightmares. What they lacked in advanced technology, they made up for with sheer physical prowess honed through generations of relentless struggle. Among these colonists was Kale, a young man whose muscles rippled beneath his weathered skin. He wasn't extraordinary by local standards. He simply represented what every resident considered basic fitness, able to leap 20 feet into the air despite crushing gravity, sprint faster than most vehicles on flat terrain, and wrestle beasts twice his size without breaking a sweat. To him, it was all routine, part of daily life ingrained since childhood. Far beyond Corvallis Prime, across light years of empty space, lurked the Varnuk Empire, a militaristic civilization renowned for its disciplined warriors and cutting-edge weaponry. Their fleets prowled the galaxy, subjugating weaker races under the banner of conquest. When whispers reached them about the Death Worlds, tales of untamed savagery and unyielding strength, curiosity turned to obsession. If they could conquer such formidable foes, no force in existence would stand against them. Commander Drek led the expeditionary fleet dispatched to Corvallis Prime. His reputation preceded him, ruthless, strategic, and undefeated. As their ships descended through the planet's turbulent atmosphere, anticipation crackled among the crew. They imagined primitive humans cowering before their might, easily crushed underfoot. But nothing prepared them for what awaited below. The first encounter happened near dusk when shadows stretched long across jagged landscapes. A scouting party ventured forth, clad in powered armor designed to enhance strength and agility. Their sensors detected movement, a lone figure jogging along a ridge above them. It seemed almost casual, yet each step covered distances that defied belief. Intrigued, the Varnoks activated cloaking devices and followed silently. Kale ran laps around the perimeter of his settlement, oblivious to being watched. Sweat glistened on his brow, evaporating instantly in the dry air. Each stride propelled him forward with explosive power, leaving deep impressions in the rocky soil. For him, this was mere exercise, a warm-up before more demanding tasks awaited back home. Suddenly, the ground trembled as something massive emerged from behind boulders ahead. One of Corvallis Prime's apex predators, a hulking quadruped with razor-sharp tusks and armored hide, charged directly at Kale. Without hesitation, he altered course slightly, angling towards the beast rather than away. Time slowed as adrenaline surged through his veins. To the hidden observers, it appeared suicidal. No sane being would willingly confront such a monster unarmed. Yet Kale moved with fluid grace, sidestepping the initial lunge and grabbing hold of one tusk mid-swing. With a roar born of exertion, he yanked hard, using the creature's momentum against itself. The predator toppled sideways, crashing heavily onto its side. Before it could recover, Kale delivered a swift kick to its temple, knocking it unconscious. Stunned silence gripped the Varnuk soldiers. Such raw strength combined with tactical precision was unheard of. Even their elite units required heavy weapons to take down similar threats during training exercises. And here was this human doing it barehanded while barely breaking a sweat. Word spread quickly throughout the fleet orbiting overhead. Commander Drek himself descended to witness these so-called primitives firsthand. Hidden beneath advanced camouflage, he observed Kale returning to his village, carrying the massive carcass of the predator slung casually over one shoulder. Other villagers greeted him warmly, unfazed by the feat. Children played nearby, scaling vertical cliffs effortlessly, laughing as if gravity held no sway over them. Drek realized then how wrong their assumptions had been. These weren't simple primitives. They were superhumans forged by nature herself. Every aspect of their lives demanded peak performance. Hunting required speed and agility. Building shelters necessitated immense strength. Simply surviving day-to-day pushed their bodies to evolve beyond anything seen elsewhere in the galaxy. Back aboard his flagship, Drek convened a council of war. Initial plans called for overwhelming force, deploying plasma cannons and orbital bombardments until resistance ceased. Now, however, doubt crept into their calculations. Could their technologically superior army truly prevail against beings who treated combat as second nature, who shrugged off injuries that would cripple seasoned veterans? Debate raged late into the night. Some argued for immediate retreat, claiming victory impossible against such adversaries. Others insisted on pressing forward, believing fear bred weakness. In the end, pride outweighed caution. Orders went out to prepare landing craft and deploy ground troops en masse. If numbers couldn't guarantee triumph, perhaps surprise attacks coupled with psychological warfare might tip the scales. At dawn, alarms blared throughout the colony. Scouts reported multiple dropships descending rapidly from orbit, disgorging waves of heavily armed invaders. Panic threatened to seize hearts, but Kale stepped forward, calm assurance radiating from his presence. "We've faced worse," he reminded everyone. "Remember your training, work together." As battle commenced, chaos erupted across the landscape. Varnock warriors unleashed devastating barrages, expecting quick capitulation. Instead, they found themselves matched blow for blow. Colonists darted between blasts with preternatural speed, closing distances faster than targeting systems could adjust. Melee combat ensued, brutal and chaotic. Powered gauntlets clashed against hardened fists, neither side yielding ground easily. Despite superior firepower, the invaders faltered. Their tactics relied on overwhelming opponents quickly, breaking morale early. Against adversaries who viewed pain as temporary inconvenience and death as inevitable conclusion, those strategies proved ineffective. Slowly but surely, lines began to crumble under relentless pressure. Commander Drek watched helplessly as reports poured in detailing catastrophic losses. Entire platoons wiped out within minutes. Elite squads reduced to fleeing refugees. Never before had his forces suffered such ignominious defeat. Desperation clawed at his resolve, urging retreat before total annihilation claimed them all. Yet even as withdrawal orders echoed through comm channels, another realization dawned upon him. Perhaps conquest wasn't necessary after all. Maybe coexistence offered better prospects. After all, integrating such remarkable physiological capabilities into their own ranks could elevate Varnock military dominance exponentially. With newfound respect coloring his tone, Drek broadcast a message proposing ceasefire negotiations. Skepticism met his offer initially, but pragmatism eventually won out. Both sides agreed to parley under neutral conditions, laying down arms temporarily. Negotiations stretched days into weeks. Terms were hashed out painstakingly, ensuring mutual benefit without exploitation. Trade agreements facilitated exchange of resources and knowledge. Cultural exchanges fostered understanding between vastly different societies. Most importantly, joint research initiatives aimed at unlocking secrets behind Corvallis Prime's extraordinary human evolution. Years later, stories of that fateful invasion became legend. Tales told around campfires spoke of alien warriors stunned into submission, not by weapons or strategy, but by witnessing firsthand what death worlds deemed basic fitness. Lessons learned reshaped interstellar politics forever, proving once again that true strength often lies hidden beneath humble exteriors. And somewhere among those stars, Hale continued running laps along familiar ridges, unaware how profoundly his actions had changed destinies scattered light years apart.